Are you struggling with the fear of an upcoming change in your life? If so, we're going to talk about how to overcome the challenge of change, so you don't want to miss this video. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Den. It's good to see you guys here again. Today we're going to be talking about how to overcome the challenges of change. I consider each and every one of you guys my friends, and because a lot of us are in the same age group, I know we're going through a lot of the same things. I believe you'll be able to get value out of this, so please watch this video from the beginning to the end. In this thing called life, there is nothing more certain than uncertainty. Change is one of those things that is 100% certain. Whether it's voluntary or involuntary, you're going to have to deal with change. Whether it's you want to get a new job, you're going to have to deal with change. Whether you want to step out on faith and decide to go into another career, that's change. Or if you want to open that new business, or if you want to go back to school, it's all change. With all of those changes in life, you're going to have challenges. As I've been taking some time to think about this subject, reading, looking at articles, I noticed there are three major things that come along with these changes. And those are fear, doubt, and discomfort. Now, when anything new is presented to you, that whether it's voluntary or involuntary, you're going to have an automatic rush of fear for the most part. Some people don't deal with fear of change, but most of us, I can agree, do deal with some sort of fear. And then doubt, of course, doubting yourself or doubting your abilities. And then discomfort, just the automatic sense of feeling uneasy, being thrust into something new, knocking you out of your comfort zone. Now, having over a decade worth of experience in the industrial field, whenever change happens, whether managerial or process wise, you have to go through a thing called change management. And change management in a lump sum is a step-by-step process from the beginning, a start of an idea, all the way to the finish or implementation of said process. You have a documented step-by-step flow where people manage part of that change. And I believe we can use that same management to overcome the challenges that you will face. So first, we're going to tackle fear. When you get thrust into the situation of change, you're going to have that sense of fear. But we have to think about really what is fear. Because fear is the unpleasant emotion that you get from an impending doom or danger that you are bracing yourself to face. This is when you need to take a deep breath, step back, and really tell yourself, is this fear that I'm having rational? Am I going to be harmed? Or is my family member going to be harmed by this change? Is somebody really attacking me? Is there a reason that I am feeling anxiety because of this change? And more often than not, once you take a deep breath, you take 2 steps back and think about what is happening in your life. Your change is not danger. It's not rational. Now, danger is real, but fear is not. If you believe in God, God doesn't want you to operate in a place of fear. You will never be put in a place to where, especially if you know that you're on the path to doing what you need to do, to be fearful. Fear is associated with pain. It's taking that promotion going to cause your body physical pain. It's going back to school going to cause you harm. These are irrational fears. Yes, we have fear of failing. We have fear of missing out. Are those long-time benefits going to outweigh those irrational fears? And more than likely, yes. Think about why you're feeling this fear. You take another deep breath and you run right into it. Because I know that each and every one of you, if you stay steadfast, you'll get to where you want to go. The next challenge that you're going to face with change is the challenge of doubt. I don't care who you are. I don't care how talented you are. I don't care if you think you can move a mountain. You're always going to have some form of doubt. And this is negativity. And this goes right back into fear. All of a sudden, it doesn't make sense. It's irrational for you to have gone through everything you've gone through, to get where you got, to be able to take in all that information. Let's just work yourself to the point you are, to all of a sudden you doubting all the time that you put in, all the experience you had, all the power that God gave you, and all your talents that he blessed you with to get to where you got. Now, all of a sudden, when you're faced with this change, you doubt all of it. All of those things that you are blessed with, all of a sudden, it's not good enough anymore. All of a sudden, it's nothing that helped me get to where I am is good enough for my new position, or good enough for me to take the leap that I'm thinking about taking. All of a sudden, all those years of learning what you learned no longer makes sense. And it's just another irrational emotion or doubt that you're facing with this challenge to stop you from doing what you need to do in life. Look, and you're going to notice that each and every time that you want to do something, especially if it's good in the world, there's going to be negative things that attack you left and right, and doubt is going to be right there in the center of it. And to overcome doubt, you need to really look back on the things that you did to get to where you are today. You remember working those late nights. You remember working those off shifts when nobody else wanted to work them. You remember doing those jobs that nobody else wanted to do, and you succeeded at each and every one of those jobs to get to where you are today. Those are not small things, and they should not be diminished. You should live in those moments. You should relish in those moments. You should look back and believe that each and every one of those things happened to you for a reason. They was there to build you up, and there's no doubt in this planet or on this world or in the universe that can stop you from making it to the next step. I want you to say that with me. This doubt is not real. This doubt is a curse. It's placed in front of me to stop me from making my ultimate goal. I want you to say those things to yourself and remember who you are and how you got to where you are today, and to be able to get to where you want to be. The next challenge that you're going to face is facing discomfort. Yes, discomfort. Know that you're going to be uncomfortable because you are no longer in a position to where you know how to do and how to take on everything with both of your hands tied behind your back. Yes, you're going to be out of your comfort zone again. Yes, it's not going to feel good, and it's going to be unpleasant. Yes, you're going to feel some kind of pain, some kind of growing pain, because you're not in the captain's seat like you once were. And yes, you're going to be annoyed at times because you're not in that comfort zone. You're no longer in that lazy boy or that barker lounger that you were in for the last 1 year, 2 years, 6 months, whatever the time is that you were able to get comfortable. You are no longer going to be in it. So I want you to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. The uncomfort doesn't mean you don't know what you're doing. The uncomfortability does not mean you are not cut out for the job. The uncomfortability does not mean that something is wrong with you. No, that's just a built-in sense, a built-in emotion that we have had millions of years to sit in for our brains to get used to, because we are human beings, and human beings are creatures of comfort. We will take the road of least resistance. Why? Because it's less stressful. Our bodies doesn't know whether a hyena is chasing you or you're in a job that you don't feel like you're comfortable with. Your body doesn't know. All your body knows is cortisol and stress. So I want you guys to breathe in it. I want you guys to take that in. I want you guys to realize that in order to make it to the mountain, you got to put on your mountain climbing shoes. To be able to reach for the stars and go into space, you're going to have to learn how to put on a space suit. You're going to have to learn how to do your space walk. None of those things are comfortable. That's the outcomes that are great. And it's horrible in this social media age, because all we see is everybody's W. We never see the L's that they have to take. We never see how long they have to stay up at night. We never see how much sleep they lose. We never see them losing out on deals. We never see them messing up on reports. All we see is when they win. All we see is when they get the promotion. All we see is when they get the raises. But I want you guys to know that each and every one of those people that are multi-millionaires, that make it to where they want to be in life, to whether it's any part of success in life, they had places where they were not comfortable, and those people knew that, and to be able to make it to where they want to go, they're going to have to be uncomfortable. And I want you guys to realize you're going to have to be uncomfortable too. You won't grow without this comfort. So know it ahead of time that you're going to be a little uncomfortable. Things might not always feel like they're going to work out, or you're at the place that you want to be. But if you stay on that path, you seek God in what you do, you pray about it, and you continue to work towards it, and you stay at a place of doing good, you're going to make it, and you're going to conquer each and every one of the challenges that come along with change. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here and watching this video. I hope it helped somebody. If it did, please guys, let me know. Until next time, everybody. Peace.